What's up, gamers? We're back with more Starfield. It has been a hot minute since I've been able to play this game. As I mentioned in some of my other videos, I lost my voice. I lost it for about 2 weeks, and so I haven't really been able to record videos. I did play a little bit of Starfield between videos. But I didn't do anything of importance. I didn't do any quests. I didn't go to anywhere named or interact with anything. I stayed away from Neon because I hadn't really gotten a chance to fully explore this place yet, and I didn't want to trigger anything. So I mostly just, I did some leveling up. I surveyed some planets. My character's level 32 now. And I spent those points mostly on science, getting my astrodynamics skill up, which is allowing me to, grav jump further, which helped with the planet surveying, which I also did some of. I only got 1 rank in that, and I also got my weapon engineering 4 out of 4, so now I can make master level weapon mods. Played around with that a little bit, but I haven't modded any of my weapons yet, so you truly have missed nothing at all, and I'm just so anxious to get right back into the main story, the main quest that I've been really missing out on while I couldn't speak. Just as a reminder, this is what we were working on for the Freestar Rangers, or the Freestar Collective, if you will. The stolen Hope Tech ship was spotted on Neon. The thief remains my best lead, finding out what the First is up to. Those were those ex-soldiers that we encountered on Aquila, and I'll need to talk to Ranger Jalen Price. He's the one stationed here in Neon to begin the search. From what I've heard about him, he's a bit of a character. Everything here in Neon operates in a sort of gray area legally, so it's going to be really interesting to meet that character and to see what else Neon has to offer for us. I'm so excited to get back into this game. I've been just thinking about this non-stop, wanting to get back into the story.
The scanners won't hurt you.
But I also didn't want to play when I couldn't provide commentary.
No bounty, you're clear. Enjoy your stay in Neon.
My voice is not 100% recovered yet. You can probably still hear a little bit of it in my voice, but I just couldn't wait any longer to get back into this. Now, I mentioned in the last video, I think, that I wanted to take the normal entrance into Neon because I had previously jumped into the ocean and found an elevator up to like the higher level. So I haven't actually seen it from this entrance yet. So this is all new. Real excited to get started here. Actually get the shotgun out. Not that I plan on shooting up the place, but this is one of the Reliant Medical buildings. I might actually hop in there and buy some med packs. I believe I'm hurting for them a little bit.
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Don't worry, Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is that obvious? Yeah.
Can I not talk to? Oh, there we go.
Oh
Dr.
my
Joseph
goodness,
Manning.
another poor soul. All
No,
right.
I'm really just trying to buy
Tell me
some
what happened to
medical
you.
supplies.
Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps?
Yeah, that was the big thing when I was here last time. The security force is obsessed with not letting Aurora leave the city. There's only one place you're allowed to buy Aurora, but there was also a club where they sort of would sell you it under the counter if you bought a VIP membership, which I believe I did end up buying last time I was here. Yeah, I don't use Aurora. I'm here to purchase some medical supplies.
You're certainly welcome to take a look, but I'm afraid we're dangerously low on supplies.
Well, that's no good. That's unusual for a medical
I can
supply
assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic.
Well, I do not like that. Oh, I don't. Apparently, my character is aware of the name of the head administrator, Bayou, or Bayou. There's got to be a way to get around his blockade. Bayou obviously has a stranglehold on this entire city. Have you tried taking this to a higher authority? I feel like there's probably not a higher authority, but I am a Freestar Ranger, so I'm going to ask them.
I've spoken to the people at Reliant Medical Corporate. I've talked to the Freestar Rangers. I've even gone to the Freestar Collective Council. Every answer is always the same. We're working on it. It's corruption at the highest levels.
Well, maybe I can smuggle in some
So
medical supplies for this
aggravating.
guy. I wouldn't mind doing that. There's got to be a way to get around his
There is,
blockade.
actually, but it requires outside assistance. At this point,
That happens to be my
I've
middle
resorted
name.
to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Voli system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the
That's me
supplies,
too.
of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now,
Yeah,
if
man,
there's
I'll
anything
help-
else
I'll
I
help.
can do for you, anything at all,
I want to help you with that.
just let me
I
know.
want to do things for you. See, there's a lot of things I want to say here. Whoa, look at this. How exactly does Aurora
Aurora
work?
stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can
Sounds
imagine,
fun.
this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings.
Yeah, it tends to be the way with illicit substances. I mean, I feel like this is what I asked like 10 minutes ago, and now I've ended up in this weird dialogue tree. I can help you with your medical supply problem.
That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change.
Yeah, I care.
Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only
you
way I
mentioned
can
that.
sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport.
How will we sneak the supplies past the spaceport?
There's nothing to
authorities?
worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why
I mean,
this
I
has to
walked
be
in here
done
with a bunch of
slowly and
medkits on me,
methodically.
so-
If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme.
It's ridiculous that you've had to resort to smuggling. I mean, I kind of want to say this. I'm worried that if I don't say it now, I'm going to miss the chance. But, yeah, it's ridiculous that you had
There's
to resort
nothing else to be
smuggling.
done about it. These people need my help. Anyway,
You seem like a good person.
I have a
to talk to,
contact over
man.
at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside.
Oh, now I feel like... Darn. Well, let me ask this now. Do you have any medical
I'm
supplies
sure
for
we
sale?
can get you fixed up with something.
All right, so he's not completely empty. Med packs, yeah. Let me buy some of these. And I'll take a trauma pack too. And guess I've probably got enough snake oil for now. All right, cool. So I got a quest for that to go smuggle some medical supplies. How do you know about Abby
We both
Edding?
apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a
Yeah,
heck
I
of a
know
lot of
Mary. She's
hours
great.
working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost
I
felt
guess I do
bad
see a
leaving
little
her
bit of gray
behind when I
beard
was
there.
hired to work for Reliant in Neon. But I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and She's been helping me ever since.
Oh, that's good. I hope I still get an opportunity to
Stay away
refuse
from
the money.
Aurora before you get hooked.
Yeah, I won't mess with this stuff, man. You've convinced me. Oh, so that's cool. I didn't expect to get a quest just by walking in here. I was just trying to buy some med kits, but I'm not complaining.
It's a dangerous galaxy, but here at Reliant Medical, we've got you covered. Our
And it wasn't even Dickens.
Alright, so we've got Neon Fisheries, Sharks Outfitters. I just kind of want to take a look around here. I've already sort of lost my... Oh, there's one.
Registries help you get there. Fill out an
What's
application today to become part of the
Ryujin
most
Industries
advanced technology
kiosk. This
corporation
probably
in
has
the
some juicy
settle.
lore. Let's check it out. Oh, right. I remember I have like a task that I can apply for a job. About us. Our mission statement is to deliver the best quality life-improving technology today before you need it tomorrow. Ryujin Industries has been a leader in technology since its creation. We strive toward advancement and believe there's always room for improvement. Fulfilling customer desire is our number one goal. In the news, see the latest news at Ryujin Industries. As the leading technology corporation in the settled systems, we love to keep our customers up to date. All articles written by Ryujin Industries marketing department. Wait, is that all? Oh, I see. I see. So that's just the introduction to this category of dialogue. Celebrating 20 years. Ryujin Industries and Taiyu Engineering celebrated their 20th anniversary this year. Back in 2310, Simon Taiyu, the son of Taiyu Astroneering's founder, signed a deal with Ryujin Industries to become their first official subsidiary. The two companies have since celebrated incredible innovations in spacecraft engineering. Taiyu has remained a top competitor in the spacecraft industry ever since. In commemoration of the historic moment, Ryujin threw a massive gala at the Astral Lounge. That is the one place that you're legally allowed to purchase that Aurora, the drug. It was said to be one of Neon's most prestigious events of the year. Several other CEOs were in attendance, including Synthetic Solutions' Bastian Porter and HopeTech's very own Ron Hope, who we've met. Rai Dakaris herself also made an appearance as one of Ryujin's founders and made a toast alongside Masako Umada and Simon Taiyu to future success. Ryujin Industries now hiring. Ryujin Industries announced that we are once again hiring the best and brightest of the settled systems. As a corporation, we're always taking on new hires. However, public announcements of job opportunities are rarely seen, making this a first in the past 2 years. We hope that many aspiring engineers and opportunists will see this as their chance to join our ever-growing team. Our latest ad campaign for interested candidates can be heard in both New Atlantis and Neon. Yes, I heard it in New Atlantis originally. Our job application is available on any Ryujin information kiosk. Wait, what? I feel like not all of these menu options were here before. Did I click on history yet? Ryujin Industries was founded by Ri Dakaris and Itaro Saito in 2307. Dakaris had a dream of applying her vast knowledge as a biotech engineer to the improvement of everyday life, and when she met the business-minded Itaro Saito, it wasn't long until Ryujin Industries was formed. Ryujin's first product was based on Dakaris' neurological research and would prove to be a major breakthrough in technology, the NeuroAmp. NeuroAmps would propel Ryujin to the top of the tech industry and solidify their position as a major contender for years to come. It wasn't long before Ryujin Industries began to look to other major forays into the tech world. In 2310, Taiyu Astroneering, I don't know why that's so hard to say, that word, Astroneering joined the fold and continues to be a leader in spacecraft engineering and design today. With a growing business Dakaris and Saito worked with Benjamin Bayou to build the massive Ryujin Tower. Yeah, it's a big, well, it's like this big skyscraper that towers over all the rest of Neon here. The incredible effort would showcase the strong relationship between Ryujin Industries and the city of Neon. Ryujin Industries, adding to Neon's prestige, is something more than just a pleasure city, and Neon becoming an attractive bonus to working at Ryujin. Over time, Ryujin Industries would also incorporate Arboron, Drone, and Tranquility into their family. These subsidiaries would further strengthen Ryujin as a formidable competitor and expand their reach into different aspects of life. Today, Ryujin continues to be an industry leader with eyes always pointed towards the future. So I already clicked on in the news, right? Right, so I've read all that. Neuroamps. Millions of people benefit from our neuroamps every day. Neuroamps are designed to improve overall brain function in order to boost your quality of life. They've been used in medical monitoring, neurological healing, and as mental stabilizers to help with sleep, anxiety, and social skills. So I could use some of those. The first neuroamp was created by Reed DeCaries, a biotech engineer who specialized in neurological designs. DeCaries was determined to harness the power of the mind to improve aspects of everyday life. While initially only approved for military use, neuroamps became a public commodity in 2315 and continue to be Ryujin's primary product today. Our subsidiaries. Oh, goodness. Now bear with me 1 second, I've got to blow my nose. All right, Arboron. Arboron, protecting what matters most. Number one in craftsmanship and style, Arboron has soared to the top of innovative weapons manufacturers faster than any of our competitors. We create reliable and durable products so you can feel secure when you need them most. Visit our storefront at Ryujin Tower in Neon today. Drone, the hive essentials. Much like the hard-working honeybee, Drone seeks to organize and improve upon your daily life with our line of household robots. We understand the importance of time, which is why our robots specialize in undertaking those mundane tasks of household maintenance and everyday chores. Spend your time doing what you want to do and let Drone do the work. Check out our latest models at our sales office in Ryujin Tower. Tayo Astroneering, style among the stars, the best design in spacecraft, period. Yeah, we stand Eklund Stroud here, and since the CEO is a member of Constellation, but I do like the style among the stars tagline there. Tayo Astroneering has led the spacecraft industry in design for decades. We are consistently among the most recognized brands with multiple awards each year for our for luxury, quality, and dependability. Our engineers and designers work hard to bring our customers that feeling of comfort and safety as you travel among the stars to reach your destination. Visit our showroom at Ryujin Tower in Neon. It sounds like Ryujin Tower is definitely a place we'll want to visit before we check Neon off of our list. Tranquility, relax, revitalize, reflect. Our special blends are made with the finest ingredients, chosen for both flavor and aroma. Whether you need peace or energy, find what you seek with Tranquility. Visit our store and meet our blend master at Ryujin Tower in Neon.
Systems.
No civilian casualties. An impressive outcome given the
Woof, so a lot of reading. Glad I waited until my voice recovered, at least for the most part, before I got back into this game, or that would have been rough.
Soon. I'm
Apply
tired of
today
just
the
being
nearest
blind.
kiosk.
Ha, you and me both.
Looks like we've got trade
Clover
authority
over at Keltco.
building.
She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to
don't
help
usually have
someone
that.
or something. Honestly, I kind of tuned her out.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today.
I stopped talking because I could sense that that was the quest. I only got a little bit of it, but it sounds someone named Clover needs help. They were gossiping about it. We'll have to go check that out. Dot Mining League. Or no, I guess it's just Mining League was weird. Is this Neon Mining League? So that's a whole separate building. We're gonna leave that be for right now. What is this? Neon?
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Tactical.
A doctor.
Probably a
right.
weapon shop. Good with that for now. This is like Ikuchi Market or something like that. Ooh. Freestar Rangers.
What?
Oh, you know what? I think this is what I would have got to through that door that it wanted me to go through before, because this is where my quest objective is. Right here. And it makes sense he'd be at the Freestar Ranger outpost here. So I'm going to keep looking around this area first. We'll get back to that in a second. We got the Ryujin apartments. I bet I could get an apartment here if I wanted to. But that's okay. We've got a very nice home back in Akila. New Will's Goods.
We have everything you could possibly want.
See, I've gone too far this time.
Oh no.
Let
this
it go?
again?
Why
James,
should I?
You have to let
Every
it go.
time he pays NSEC, he enables them, Rosa. He's telling them it's okay to blackmail us. It's ridiculous.
It's the way things are, James.
You're right.
There's nothing you can
Just
do
wish
about
things
it.
would change in this city.
If you'd like to buy something, I'd be happy to help.
Oh man, that sounded juicy, but they were all
I had to
talking
chase
over
more
each other.
zone heads out of here today.
And the people outside
I don't
also.
think they even knew what
So I couldn't
planet
catch it all, and I didn't get a quest from
They're
it.
just kids having fun, James.
Rosa and James
Don't kid
Newell
yourself,
must be husband and wife.
Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison, and it needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, this city will just get worse and worse.
If you're looking for supplies, this is the place.
Yeah, well, you guys keep arguing with each other, so I feel like I can't talk to you.
Welcome to
I do
Newell's.
want supplies, though.
Let me know if you need help with anything.
I do. Sounds like I'm the one
Do
who
I
should be
sound
helping
that
you.
awful? I didn't even realize. Terrible, just terrible. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security.
Oh boy. Who is Dietrich Sieghart?
He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could
yeah, I
say
think
he's
I
our
saw
only
that.
real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that.
James is standing like right here. I'm sure he overheard that. Why would Dietrich Sieghart be paying off Neon security? I mean, this is all, hotbed of corruption. So I feel like the answer to that's rather obvious.
For
but-
protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee.
protection
scheme.
racket.
We've been spared that indignity so far.
See, I see.
But it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening.
Yeah, I agree. So what's this
It's a
merchant
little group
alliance?
James formed with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here.
Oh, Lord. I just want to buy things, but... So you're taking
I'm not
Sieghart's
taking
side?
anyone's side. I just want all this infighting among Neon store owners to end.
Yeah,
I
that's
think my
fair.
husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive.
I
Just,
think you're probably right about that.
Please don't tell James I said that.
He
I don't want him to
definitely
think
heard
his own
you.
wife is doubting him.
He already thinks that. You were very loudly arguing with him about this. I don't like any of these. I wouldn't mind helping your husband solve this problem.
I'd hate for you to get sucked into the whole silly affair. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry.
I mean,
on
I
his
can
face.
tell why they're struggling
suppose
to
you
be
can
merchants
speak with
here
him
in
about
Neon,
it if you
because they
like.
don't ever offer me
But
any
perhaps
merchandise.
you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do?
Yes, I would love to see what you have for sale right after you tell me. Do you mind telling me how you and your husband met?
Oh, he'll be so upset for me
I'm a very
telling you
nosy
this.
person. I know
But
we're
it's
strangers.
such a
but
funny story. I can't resist.
I like the
James
sound of
and I
that.
used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any
yeah,
of
that's
the
where the
Aurora
Aurora comes
extraction,
from.
just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor
Right,
on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red.
Oh, that's kind of a cute meet.
After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times.
Oh, that's cute. I do want to help these guys if I can, but
Take your time.
I also want to see what they have for sale, which is why I walked in here. How about med packs? I'd love some med packs. Yeah, a med pack. Soba? Oh, it's just food. I'll take a trauma pack too. I don't have too much money. I need to be a little sparing.
Thank you. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick. Hey there.
All right, James, I'm going to talk
Welcome
to him and
Newell's.
see if he has a quest for us.
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
This guy has really got a grudge. Healthy competition is one of the cornerstones of owning a... No, I'm not saying that. Sieghart's, what's that? He might like this because he'll be like, that's right. Not anything worth knowing about.
Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza.
I actually haven't. I guess I will say this. Healthy competition is one of the cornerstones of
I
owning a business.
understand that. But when you're dealing with a snake like Siegert, normal commerce practices go right out the window. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon.
Oh, come
He
on. You
skips
just want him to
merchant
join your
meetings
little
and refuses to participate in any of our group buys.
group.
Worst of all,
Yeah.
he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe.
How do you keep your
By
place?
standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money. I refuse
fair.
to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection.
That's fair. I respect that. What kind of merchant
A
meetings
lot
you
of the
talking about? I already
merchants
know
in
from your
Neon
life,
belong
but-
to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs.
That's smart, though. For all you know, he doesn't
Everyone
have
has a choice. Some are simply more difficult than others.
I guess
The only
that's
way to
true.
fight Neon security is if all the merchants unify and push back on these unreasonable rules. Anyway,
Rules, huh?
sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things.
That's good
If
that
you'll
you
forgive the
recognize
outburst
that.
and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy.
Is all of Neon Security corrupt?
I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely
Yes.
under their control.
Typical
The
cops.
Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city.
Oh, well, funny you should say that. Shows Freestar Ranger badge. Actually, I'm pretty sure I left the badge back at home, but... Ooh, so this smells like a quest. I do want to know. I want to hear his side of, how he feels about his wife and everything, because they seem like a cute couple. What's the story with you and
I
Rose?
arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks.
Yeah, she was already
After a few years, they
supervisor.
moved me up to Kazanbass processing. And that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since.
I'm gonna say this. I never know where quests like this are gonna go. I'm not gonna do anything like immoral. But talking to Seeger
You look about 1,000,000 light years away.
might be able to use my persuade skill. No, I'm right here. I'm just talking to the audience. I'll go to Sieghart and see if I can talk some sense into him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say.
Let me handle it. Saying thank you might be nice. You don't
Fair
have
enough.
to say anything, Frank.
Just be careful when
I
you're
like
dealing
the
with
cut of your
Sigurd.
jib. I like you and your wife.
He
so.
can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered.
I'm not going to corner him. Oh. So, optionally, I can talk to Rosa and ask her about Sieghart. How often have you tried speaking to Sieghart
The
yourself?
first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he
Yeah, I
has
wonder
no
what the real
intentions
story
of
is. I
talking
feel like
to
we're
me
not getting
anymore.
all the details.
I
And
honestly
maybe
don't
he
know what I
doesn't
did to
really
make
know.
him so
I think
angry with
Sieghart
me.
has a missing piece of this puzzle. Sorry, I was talking over you. Can you
The
repeat
first
that
time I
last line
brought
again
up,
for me?
after that I tried to speak. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry.
with me.
Tell
Well,
everyone
if you
you know about our
suggested something
store.
that he just couldn't.
I've had enough.
If you have a
Rosa.
bit of money to
Sieghart's
spend,
gone too far
you could
this
really
time.
use your business.
What's your opinion about Dietrich Sieghart?
Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we
Yeah,
first
see,
opened our
I feel
business
like-
here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong.
You can't fight City Hall.
Stop
I
by
had to
again
chase more
soon.
zone heads out of here today.
You can't fight corporate Ryujin Industries. You can't fight them at all.
Those two. Don't even bother
All
with
right.
that other place.
I'm invested. I want to immediately find. Where
Devin
was it?
and
Back
Estes
this
has
way?
run into some trouble. Word to the
Seaguard's
wise,
outfit is right
you don't
there.
want a piece of that.
We're already. Whoa.
Ryujin Industries
What?
is looking
The-
for the
the-
young, bright minds of the future.
Talk to Tevin.
Apply today
Oh,
at the
I have no
nearest
idea.
kiosk.
So someone just said something near me, and I ended up with another quest again.
Scram.
happens quite a lot in this game. I'm sure something important was said
You're
nearby
on duty.
that I should care about, but it's hard to care when you didn't hear the thing.
Hey there, Intrepid.
I just popped the save just in case this is like some crazy dialogue thing. Let's take a
You
look.
wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
I know I'm already
No,
completely distracted
I'm
from
feeling a
the
little
quest I came
burnt
here to
out.
do, but
I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the
Welcome to
rooftops
Sick Heart's
and watching
Outfitters.
lightning hit the span?
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the
Welcome
bread
to
and
Sick
the
Heart's
chunks.
Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
yeah, I'll take every artifact you have in stock. I'm 100% gonna say this. I do want to ask this first though.
The
What exactly do you
question
sell?
should really be, what don't we sell? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for stellar exploration and extraplanetary excursions. Best selection in Neon.
I'll take every
An
artifact you have in stock.
artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need.
Kind of.
I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take
like
your
a pretty
time,
smart business,
look
man.
around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed.
You're starting to sound like a used spaceship salesman. This is quite an impressive shop.
Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical.
Oh, he's in a hard financial times. It makes you wonder why he's, in addition to all that, paying for paying protection money. Yeah, it is unusual that he's being so forthcoming with a random customer that walked in off the spaceport. Sounds like someone didn't do proper financial planning to me. I mean, that's true. Are you usually this open with your
Oh,
customers?
yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees.
Yeah, I mean, your main competition's not too far down the road, and they don't seem to be as desperate as you are, although they're also having some trouble. You have a nice shop here. You should be making a
think
fortune.
that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something?
I will, but yeah, this is what I'm really here for, but let me see
I'm
what you have for
sure
sale.
we can make a deal.
Yoink. Look at all the cheese and baguettes he's selling. Make a nice sandwich off of this shop. Ooh, naan, yum. Trouble pack. Don't mind if I do. There, I bought something. Maybe he'll be favorable towards me now.
A quiet evening
like this.
should do me some good.
Decoration. I wonder what it is. Is this like the planet?
Hello
And the ocean
there!
currents or something?
Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, let me save again because I don't want to go through all those dialogues again, and I found them very
If you
interesting,
don't
but I
see
do
what
want
you
to talk
need,
to you about the
feel
reason
free
I
to
came
ask.
here. So, how long have you been in business?
I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I
mean, it
love this
sounds like a
business.
sound business-
It's my
a sound
life.
business
I can't
decision, but-
imagine doing anything else.
Maybe your store would be more successful outside of Neon. I don't think you'll. So anyway, let's just get straight to the point. James Newell objects to you paying Neon security protection fees.
Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then?
Dexler, huh?
So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood.
I feel that it's my duty as a Freestar Ranger. If there is a security guard, Dexter, running a protection racket, I'm going to take care of it. I'm curious what his thoughts are on the Merchant Alliance. He probably thinks it's a great idea, but can't join because of the antagonism between him and James.
It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. United, you guys could be pretty strong. So who's Dexler?
Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security.
Head of Neon
but
Security.
He is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses.
Yeah, that's
But
no good.
it's not just him.
Let's cut the head off the
All
snake.
of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands.
It really does seem like he's given up. The merchants look up to you. They need your leadership. You can't be okay with letting Dexler profit off your gains. Yeah, he'll be like, I'm not, but I have no choice. Newell says if the Alliance is unified, you can stand up to Neon Security.
Easy for him to say. He doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store.
Well, here's the persuade option, but I feel like I might be screwing this guy. Like, I want to help in a more active sense. I don't want to just persuade him to join the Alliance and stop paying the protection money because I worry that's going to hurt him. I wish I could go deal with Dexler myself, but I got to go for it. I still think you
And
should
why
stop
is
the fake.
that?
Ooh, Rosa said she gets why you pay Dexler, but she also said you're a good man, and good men stand up to corruption. Now, I've only occasionally gotten these blue options before, and the impression I've always gotten from them is that they're like a guaranteed success chance. This gives me +5, which will just crush this entire... He must really respect Rosa, and this is just going to seal the deal for him. I know you're going to stop. Why put up the fight? Why put up a fight? Stopping the corruption in Neon has to start somewhere. I mean, I'd kind of like to say that, but how can I pass on this?
Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop
wasn't hard.
paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand
kinda
up
like
to
him. I
me on
feel bad for him.
security on an empty stomach.
All right, I'll go talk to James. Tell him
It'd
that
be
all
nice
is
to
well.
get away
I
from the clubs.
really worried about what the consequences of my choices are going to be, but the ship has sailed. We've made our decision.
Thanks for asking.
Come what may.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application.
Oh no. I did not mean to go in here. I didn't know I had like changed the objective I was tracking. That was weird.
Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment
Here we go,
and
Newell's Goods.
accessories for all your active needs.
James, I have good news.
You like making a purchase today?
Dietrich has agreed to stop
I'll
payments.
be. And all you had to do was talk to him?
He was surprisingly reasonable. Sometimes.
Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Yeah, I
Even
think
you
he
almost
did,
went
James.
blind, working with half a kilo of fish guts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants
they're so
Alliance
cute.
is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
Well, I
Chase more
genuinely hope it
zoneheads
works
out
out for you guys. I can't believe you paid me
I think they even knew what plan.
4,300 credits for that. So we've got Legrand's Liquors. I mean, I was just working my way down this district, checking things out. Also, is this the base of Ryujin Tower right here? Kind of looks like it might be.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out
Another
an application
Ryujin
today to
kiosk.
become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
Oh yeah, I hear all the different like businesses and stuff I could check out here. I'm not too interested in this right now.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone
Although I am kind of interested in one thing
Ryujin is
here.
hiring the best and brightest of
What
today
is the
for
name
our
of
future
the
tomorrow.
spaceship
Submit
manufacturer?
your application
Tranquility,
at the nearest kiosk.
Arboron. No, I don't think it was either of those.
This is the only shop in town where you'll find neuroamps like these.
Neuroamps. No, I'm not really interested in that.
Corporate skills. Ryujin.
Yeah, Taiyu Astroneering. I do want to see, kind of feel like I'm reaching the point where a new ship would be cool. Is this a spaceship?
Man, I wish I could buy one of these.
That thing looks so cool and it's like small and compact. Is that for sale?
Dreaming of this.
The perfect marriage of style and substance.
You fly a Tayo already, right?
Take it for a spin now?
Definitely.
It'll be in the space.
Flies like a dream.
Ooh, the
But
showroom.
it's a 27. So just
Be careful out there. Neon never sleeps.
Got a little coffee station for the employees. Staff only, huh? Alright, nothing looks too interesting there.
Tayo's
That's
not a
fine.
bad beat.
What is this? A cockpit model. Wow. This is some Star Trek looking shit here. Could have my crew members sitting.
Every Tayo innovation gets copied by the other star yards.
Oh, really? So you guys are really the top of the line, huh?
You ready to change your life?
Now that is a sales pitch right there. She delivered that amazingly too.
I
See,
just
I would
can't
think you're the
decide.
employee, but
No ship's better in the settled systems. People spend their whole lives dreaming of flying a sleek, sexy spaceship. And I get to make that happen. Tayo brings out the very best in people.
She is a really good sales lady. Whatever you say, lady. Tayo ships have real style. If that thing up in the thing is like a full ship, like just like even if it's like way smaller than my other ships, it'd be so fun to have a little like fighter pilot or fighter ship. You must be the salesperson. I do. I want to hear what her sales pitch is, though. What makes Tayo so
Space
special?
should be more than just getting from place to place. It should be full of color, excitement, and full of features you never even knew you needed. Tayo ships are like traveling in living art.
She's good. She's good. You must be the
Yes,
salesperson.
that's me. Are you ready to make your dreams come true?
I really do. I really can here. So I can view and modify my ships here. How did Tayo Astroneering get started? I kind of already know this, but she delivers her lines so well.
The
I
founders
want
of
to hear more.
Tayo were visionaries that looked at the star yards around and saw a tremendous opportunity. Neon has a life, a beat of its own, and that excitement, that life, was missing. So they worked on making ships that really sung, had a joy to them, something special. Now Tayo is the jewel of Neon.
It is, huh? So I'm curious if I do view and modify my ships here, if I can like buy some really advanced systems for the Frontier. I'm tempted to do that instead of this, but I also like, it would suck if I upgrade the Frontier a bunch and then I click on this and I see like the spaceship of my dreams.
Are we playing the waiting game?
Kind of. Let's see your selection.
Fantastic! We'll have your shiny new ride ready to go at the spaceport if you decide to join the Tayo family. Prepare to be
join the family, huh?
amazed.
I am prepared. Amaze me. Hammerhead 2. Well, it's definitely in all ways a improvement over the Frontier. 30 light years. That is crazy. Jump distance. I wish it was easier to compare it to, like, I can see that it has better shield than my ship, but it doesn't, I don't know how much shield my ship has. I just know that it's less than that. Like, there's no, like, compare to current ship option, which is unfortunate. These all have a 30 light year. This is better lasers, better ballistics, better missiles, better shield. A Falcon 2. Ooh. I like the look of this. It's nice and compact. I really like that. Lasers and ballistics, but no missiles, but both are better than what I currently have. Better everything else. I mean, look how big these other ships are by comparison. I like how compact this is. I think this might even be more compact than the Frontier, but then also better in so many ways. The ballistics is way better, which I kind of appreciate that. The Sparrow. It's also a very nicely compact ship. Now, compared to the Mako 2, the Sparrow has a lot more cargo. That's massive. And the narwhal. Yeah, if I wanted to go crazy. Cargo capacity 1760. Look at how much of an improvement over my current systems that is. 455,400 credits. I am nowhere near being able to afford anything like this, but that is cool looking. Yeah, I'll have to think about it, but I may take advantage of being here as an opportunity to upgrade my ship. Because, I mean, I keep going around and trying to buy better systems for my ships, and I'm just not finding any. And I know I can keep improving the Frontier, but... Yeah, so this is 17 meters by 17 by 13 on every side. And this is only 9 meters long, but then 21 long. I really like the look of this. 17, 13. Now, I'm going to try and remember those numbers. 17, 13, because I'm going to back out now.
Tayo is literally the best. We've got something for everyone.
So my ship, the Frontier, is a little bit thinner. Oh, it's about the same size, really. A little bit thinner, a little bit longer. But, you know, only capable of jumping 22 light years. A 420 shield, which is nice. But... yeah. I have some more random ships that I just, like, captured and stole from various people. I'm just planning on selling them, so... I wanted to have some other ships in case I wanted to play around in the shipbuilder at some point. So let's try and upgrade the Frontier and see if they have better systems here for me. For example, if I wanted to upgrade my laser. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh no, but it has... oh no, that's normal. Yeah, so this is better, but only the range is better. Actually, it's worse. Look, it decreases the laser damage. Yeah, it's worse. So this is my ballistics weapon. Yeah, nothing better. And my missile. So this, theoretically, I'm not sure if it like has more hull strength or if it does more hull damage, but the missile number is lower. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like none of these are upgrades. I think that really at this point to get my ship upgraded, I need to buy a better ship.
Already, right?
That's why it's been on my mind, but I'm not going to mess with it for now. I want this thing.
Nobody's gonna try anything here.
Can I just steal this? Alright, well that was cool. I'm done lollygagging around now. Let's get to the quest. The reason we came here. I've been putting it off for literally weeks at this point because of losing my voice, and I am ready. We're doing a real law enforcement investigation here, and I'm excited to get on with it. Let me just save my game before I talk to this guy in case something goes horribly awry.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you?
You were expecting someone else?
Not exactly, but I get a lot of unwanted visitors. Kinda comes with the territory here.
You must be Ranger
The
Price.
one and only. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth
I
is,
was indeed.
a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us.
That's the impression I'm getting. Ooh, I'm glad I saved before I walked any further into this building, because he yoinked me right into conversation. Hopefully I can count on your help. We'll see about that. I'm sure the people of Neon want to uphold the law. I'm not that naive. I know I'm a rookie, but not that naive. Hopefully I can count on your help.
You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace and make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
I've already sort of created some waves here, but I don't believe in that. Who runs this place? I know the answer to this already, but I want to ask.
That would be Benjamin Bayou. He's out to squeeze every credit he can from the people of this city. He doesn't much care who gets hurt in the process.
Yeah,
he's also got a seat on the Council of Governors, which proves that if you've got enough credits, you can buy anything you want.
I see. I won't cause trouble.
Good. Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free.
Ooh, lots of juicy questions here. Was it your choice to be stationed in
Believe
Neon?
it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason.
I wonder who his mother
If some
is.
hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well.
Fair. Now I feel like I really don't need to ask this. Any advice for a Freestar Ranger deputy working in Neon?
Stay out of people's business until you can't. Be willing to let the small stuff slide.
My nose right in the middle of
Don't break up a
business,
fight unless it's getting out of hand. Most of all, don't assume that badge will protect you.
Yeah, keep getting that message. You get a lot of unwanted visitors?
Neon's full of desperate people who have nowhere else to turn. For some, it's the drugs. For others, it's gambling. There are a lot of ways to lose everything in this city. My rule is simple. If someone brought it on themselves, then I don't get involved.
I thought Rangers were supposed to help
Rangers are supposed to exercise good judgment. I'm one person here. I can't help everybody. The best I can do is try to protect the ones who are innocent. And believe me, it's a full-time job.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard that the Freestar Rangers, who are like the law for this major faction in the settled systems that spans across multiple planets, are only like a dozen or so people at this point. Like, that blows my mind that they can actually maintain any sort of law and order with such a diminished force.
You
like,
giving me the silent treatment now?
By comparison, New Atlantis and the gosh, I can't even remember what that faction is right now. But the other major faction, they have like an army, like a whole navy and armed forces and all this nonsense. Now, I do get that, like, during wartime, the Freestar Collective did have an army, and we're sort of investigating why they stole a ship right now. One of the units of that army. But it seems to have, like, in peacetime, it seems to have been disbanded, and it's mostly...
You wasted or something?
The Freestar Rangers at this point. So that's crazy. It really is a very, like... I wouldn't say lawless, but... I don't know. In the Freestar Collective, they seem to rely a lot on people using their best judgment, and only, you know, the law only steps in when things get out of hand. Like with that bank robbery. I'm going to ask this anyway. Aren't you worried that your badge makes you a target here?
Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak.
Yeah,
I'm
your
the
mama.
son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard
knew
of him. Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction. Come on, clock's always
that
ticking.
Makes sense. Come on now, I literally was just talking to you. There was an update today, and I almost hoped it would fix like some of the awkward dialogue triggers, but nope. I didn't read through the patch notes, so I don't know what it changed. But are you sure this informant of yours is trustworthy?
This is Neon. There are no guarantees, and who I find trustworthy changes on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's fair.
Talk to him or
I
don't.
wanted to ask anyway.
It's your call.
No, I want to talk to him. Take me to Billy
Come on.
Clayton. Follow Jalen Price. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Jalen Price. It's not letting me go through this door right now. Hold on. Oh, there we go. That was awkward.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learn quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold him...
Oh, I want to hear the rest of that. Aww. See, my recognition precedes me. I hope he continues that dialogue.
This is no place for tourists.
You understand, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind.
Oh, man.
You'll fit right in.
Aww. I mean, that dialogue's clearly scripted to happen while he's taking me here, so I don't
Security's
like that.
got his eyes on Saburo Okadigbo.
That guy's trouble.
He was
for the
telling me
status
about
quo,
like
if
someone
you know
tried
what
to
I mean.
rob a bank here in Neon something something. I didn't read the rest of it. It looks like I just got another random quest. I don't like that either because like, I mean it's good. I would definitely not be stopping and talking to all these random NPCs to try and get quests, but like it gives me these activities to like go talk to this person, go talk to that person, and I have no memory of what the reasoning is. Like I didn't hear anything back there that meant anything to me.
Hey, Billy.
Frankie,
got a second?
grab and go.
What? Oh, it's you. Gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far
Goodman.
from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
Oh, I see. He's just here to make the introductions. Well, let's save again.
What do you need?
Oh, I can get right to the point, huh? Tell me what you know about a stolen Hope Tech ship and make it quick, scab. I'm looking for a thief skilled enough to steal ship from the factory. A stolen Hope Tech ship landed here recently. I need information on the pilot. I feel like that's the obvious way to ask.
A stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. People could be in danger.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I can help you.
Fair.
Right now, my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right?
Where are you going with this?
Please, just hear me out, okay? I need to know I can count on you.
It's part of the
You need to
job,
hear
yeah.
this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
See. Well, you know, obviously your brother, you know, should pay his debts, but I don't like the loan sharks that are threatening your life and stuff. Ooh, I can do a persuade here, but do I want to? What
The only
syndicate
one
are
that
you
matters
talking
around
about?
here. The Seoka Syndicate. They pretty much run the city.
see.
That being said, rumor has it that Emmett Goodman is on the outs, so they might not miss him much if he were to disappear.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. I want to help him. I'll talk to this loan shark, but you better make it worth
it
my
on my
time.
best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's got the key.
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to tangle with me.
Acquire a warehouse key from the guard outside the warehouse door? What? How am I going to do that? Well, I have a save right before I talk to him. I can do the persuade and maybe get him to give me the intel without helping, but I do kind of want to help him, so let's go to the underbelly and see what we can do. Now, I kind of get the impression that it's going to want me to use Is it not here? Theft. Unlock the ability to pickpocket targets. Maybe I should... Well, I've got a skill point. Let's go see what we can see. Maybe I can use dialogue to get the key without resorting to pickpocketing this guy. Where's this quest marker taking me right now? I feel like I'm going in circles at this point, but... Billy Clayton saw a stolen Hope Tech ship, but he's being threatened by a lone shark. I agreed to solve Billy's problem in exchange for information about the stolen ship's pilot. Okay. Yeah. Sounds about right. I'm really piling up the quests. So I may, and like, that's not even like with activities expanded. This is all this random stuff I hear when I'm walking through the city. So I mean, I've really missed working on the main story stuff, but I've also been avoiding doing any side quests between videos. And I think it's gonna be time to like bang out a whole bunch of side quests once we finish with this branch of the mission. At least everything that's here in Neon.
This is private property.
Oh, I see. The guard's a member of the syndicate, so maybe I wouldn't feel too bad about stealing from him. Unlock requires key. Okay. I'm gonna look around and see if there's like maybe an alternative way inside. There are weapons and stuff here, but it's all stealing if I take it. G. There have not been a lot of, who are you? Citizen. There have not been a lot of like secret entrances and stuff, other ways to solve problems in this game, which has been a little awkward. It does seem like talking to this guy is an option,
lost?
so let's try it.
You'd better keep walking. This is private property.
Uh-huh. Show badge. Yes, persuade. I need to get in there, it's important.
Now.
You can't just have anyone going through. I get it. Must be hard for you to say no all the time.
Thank you.
It's like, finally, someone understands me. I know you'd like to help me if you could.
Yeah, I hope so. You go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. Here, this will get you in.
That was hilarious. I like that a lot. Let's go. They need to like, get a better security guard though, because that was...
Make it quick, then get out of here.
Hey, back the hell off.
Okay. Guys are so funny. He must be upstairs. Let's go. Let's follow the quest marker. We're here for a purpose. I'm sure anything I take out here would be stealing anyway, so.
Try something, and I'll air you out.
Yeah, you look like you're ready for action. He's in there in his office here.
What does Yoka mean anyway? I always forget to ask. Probably some sort of old Earth thing. Get out of my face.
Jeez. Everyone in the syndicate is so rude. Oh, just another way in. Okay.
Well now, look here.
Emmett Goodman. His face looks familiar to me, almost like he looks kind of like an actor.
Something I can do for you, friend.
I can't place him though.
Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings
Are you really?
by,
Because
friend? Little light on credits, are you?
Oh, because he's a lawn shark. I was like, everyone here is rude but you. But then I remembered. Oh God, why are two of my options show badge? What kind of operation are you running here? No, he's not gonna like me asking questions. Your days of preying on desperate people are no. I'm here about the debt you're trying to collect from Billy Clayton.
It's awful kind of you to intervene on my behalf, but I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
Uh-huh. Billy doesn't owe you a thing. The debt was his brother's. I mean, yeah. But as a loan shark, he's not going to appreciate that. And then I don't know about this one either. Billy can't pay the debt, and you know it. Let this one go. I mean, the straight shooter in me wants to say this, so let's do it.
That's where you're wrong. Cal agreed to my terms, including collection from family on the event of his passing. It ain't my fault he dragged Billy into it. But make no mistake, that's exactly what he did. What's your stake in this anyway?
Man, I don't know what to say. I don't feel like I need to tell him this. It's none of his business, really. This is probably going to result in conflict.
But you're making it my business. I have a
Yeah,
legal
I kind
right
of
to
am.
collect what's owed to me. No law is being broken here.
Well, it did get me to a persuade option. I'm asking for your cooperation.
Then offer me something I want, and I'll consider it.
Ooh, this is a really tough persuade. Getting on the Ranger's bad side could come back to haunt you.
Seems to me like you're a long way from Aquila City.
I mean, you're trying to get blood from a stone here.
Well, that ain't wrong.
Do this for me and I'll... No. The Rangers can make your life real difficult if we want to.
Let's just calm down now.
He's not going to care about this. I've already said this, but it did advance. You're trying to get blood from a stone here.
Got a point. I'll give you that.
Have I, like, accidentally stumbled upon, like, a persuade dialogue loop that's guaranteed success? Like, can I just click this again?
Ain't no need for that. I suppose I could make an exception. It's just this once, you understand. Just promise me you'll
You're
keep my
surprisingly reasonable.
compassionate nature a secret. Folks might try to take advantage.
No, understandable. I mean, you're a loan shark. I can't go spreading it around. Cool, man. I'm glad that worked out. That was so funny that I was just like, this dialogue option already worked. Let's click again. And then he's like, here's some more dialogue options you've already seen. And I'm like, oh, well, this one worked before. Let's try it again. And bam. Easy peasy. Do I have to give you your key back? Doesn't seem to be. Nice. Wow, that worked out really well. I was able to help him out, which is better than just like persuading him to get the information and leaving him still in a bind. So I'm glad I chose this route. I feel like I did good. Did good here.
Yeah, I know this place stinks, but it's a living. Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a license?
You're really going to walk on by? And miss out on a chance to experience Euphorica? We have everything you want.
But yeah, that was good. I feel like I really screwed over those merchants though. I think something bad's gonna happen to them, but
Leave no quarter.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
ah, I heard that one. Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized, and something about us having a conversation at the station. And now I can talk to Frank Rennick. I knew I smelled a quest from that dialogue that was happening. Where am I going right now? This place is very maze-like. Really easy to get turned around. I have to give a very thorough look around this place at some point.
Don't expect a warm welcome from Goodman.
He was actually really nice, but his syndicate friends were kind of rude. Let's pop another save and talk to Billy.
Did you talk to Goodman?
I did. I persuaded him to forgive the debt. I took care of it. You don't need to know how. It solved your little problem. Now tell me what I want to know. No, I persuaded him to forgive the debt.
Figured he wouldn't want to make an enemy of the Freestar Rangers. Glad the badge still means something around here.
The Syndicate doesn't worry all that much about the Rangers. I think our new deputy here is just a real smooth talker.
Jalen does.
Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit, and she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
All right, Jalen, let's go. Jalen is now falling. Front Grace Early. I feel like we'd want to take the elevator to the upper platform, but like quest markers.
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's neon.
Those are bronze.
It's just Neon. Neon just smells that way.
Supporting them anyway.
That's fine. I also don't recycle.
Oh.
Madame Sauvage's place, where the fun never stops, in the city that never sleeps.
This sounds like it's a very interesting
Sauvages.
I know I'm saving a lot, but I'm constantly worried about something going awry.
You're in the right place, baby. Everyone knows.
Look, I ain't gonna stand
Wow,
around all day,
nice.
right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Man, you can really just get
Still
Aurora
cheaper than
anywhere
buying it
here.
at the Astra Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this
It
stuff
does
or
seem to
not?
be cheaper everywhere but the Astro Lounge,
fine.
although I haven't seen what the
I'll
Astro Lounge
transfer the
price is
credits,
yet.
and you can leave it in the usual place.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good stuff? Try somewhere else.
I
Oh,
really need
jeez.
to stop hanging out in Epsite.
Alright. Alright.
They don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
This place
That
is
is
like my
for sure.
second home.
Oh, finally somebody's having a
Hello.
good time. Oh, I see I can, like, hire people here, too. I can talk to Madame Sauvage herself. Someone named Andrea Sandoval.
Try a velocity yet? It'll change your life.
Well, I mean, the lady I'm here to talk to, Grace, is clearly the one against the wall over there, but I'm really interested in talking to these two here. Let's start with Andrea.
What are you looking at? This? This is Epside Striker's turf.
Only you're a
the
ganger,
upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
Yeah, I got it. You're really weird. Feels more like a regular
This
bar to me.
is such bullshit. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea.
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else,
I
or are
wonder
we
who the
done with
disciples
this?
are.
Whatever this is.
What are the disciples
I
like?
mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of
Rival
control?
gang.
Us. And now we're all but ruined.
Can you tell me about the Epside Strikers?
We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples.
Briggs
Now
is your
look at
leader?
us.
Or are they your leader? The disciples sound terrible. I want to talk to whoever's
So
in
you
charge.
stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Epside Strikers.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship.
Take me to Briggs and I'll
You
think
know,
about joining.
I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
I mean, this mission is not really my usual, but it just sounds like too much fun to pass up on. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to check my quest log real quick. Oh man, where is it even? The audition. Here it is. I met up with one of the Epside strikers at Madame Savage's place. Her name is Andrea, and she wants me to speak to her boss. Well, I don't think she really wanted me to. Briggs, I should follow her and see if there's a place for me within their ranks. I may do this because it sounds really fun, but it doesn't look like there's a timer on it, so... Madame Sauvage, I presume.
Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know.
Ooh, French.
Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you.
Yeah, I saw you're good at enforcing
If you're buying
that.
drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon?
No tab, huh?
Recruit. Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around
I love your accent. Where's it from? It's French. It's French accent. Completely understood. You want to
Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already. So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do
No,
you
not
prefer
really.
something with a little less kick?
No, I just really wanted to talk to you, honestly. What if I was looking for information?
You want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place.
That's fair, that's fair. Nothing for me right now.
Then, I must attend to my other customers, mon ange. Perhaps we'll speak again.
I like you. Oh, wow. Can I purchase Aurora here? She won't like that question. Well, she might like that question, but... how'd you end up opening a bar on Neon?
Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret for now. It's
Oh,
safe if the
goodness.
identities of the involved parties remain anonymous. Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt, and the bar was how I got paid. And leave it at that.
It sounds like a cool story that I'll never get.
We'll see you again soon, yes?
Yeah, I like... Ooh, Sophia Grace.
Excuse me?
Suddenly there's more named people here.
Had a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl.
So she's stealthy. She's a thief, basically.
Damn, I really thought that was my shot.
I'm definitely going to start hiring these named NPCs onto my crew. I feel like they must, just because they have these like unnamed NPCs as options. I feel like the named ones must have side quests and stuff. There's so many of them though. Like I'm a bit
Love the
overwhelmed
vibe
by
in this city.
Diodato Nkoa.
Aurora,
Wait, do I have a quest with
it's
you?
a mood. You feel me?
You've got an interesting name. Any story behind it?
Diosdato's my dad's name, and his dad before him. I used to go by Trey, but
Oh, so you're
old man passed. I decided to do him a
Diosdado
solid.
the
Wear the name without the
second,
Nick.
or Diosdado the
Even back
third?
on
Yes.
Sol, my ancestors were island people. And Voli Alpha being an ocean world, I feel their spirits with me.
Oh, that's cool. Do you hang out here
I'm a
often?
free spirit, yo. A wanderer. I go wherever the
Yo.
wave takes me. But if there's 2 places I vibe with most, it's the bars and the market. Aurora's my mistress, but fashion's my heart, so I'm always checking in on the latest trends.
Okay. What got you into
When I was a
fashion?
kid, my parents used to dress me in these old man sweatsuits because it was all we could afford. But even then, my sense of style was always there, deep in the marrow, you know? It got so bad I started cutting up my clothes to make my own.
This guy's
When
got
I
that
finally
surfer
could
energy.
afford some new threads, it was like meeting my soulmate in person after a decade of loving her from afar.
This voice actor did a good job. Is Neon known for its
Think
fashion?
so? I know people say the trends here are manufactured. Just more megacorp, technorati bullshit putting commercials in the sky. But the corps can put up 1,000 billboards and they still won't define what lights up the street. We do.
We do.
All love.
All love, brother. All right. Now for the reason we came here. I don't want to have to repeat all that dialogue or re-get that quest.
Well, look who's here to spoil my day.
Yeah, I kind of am here to spoil your day, if I'm being real. I need some intel from you, and I have a feeling I'm going to have to pay for it or persuade you or something.
A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something?
Deputy. I'm Freestar Ranger Deputy Eared
Well, I'm
Stopper.
sure your mom is real proud. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered.
No, he kind of forced himself on me.
Anyway,
I
this
would've
ain't
come
my
on
first
if I could.
interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
I'm not here to interrogate you. Well, I kind of am, but... Please, I just need some information that could help save lives. She strikes me as the kind of person that's not going to give a flying F about that. You're in trouble, Grace. You'd better start taking this seriously. You've had run-ins with the law before. There's no need to make this... Oh, man. I'm just going to always try to appeal to people's good nature, but I don't think it's going to work out in this case.
Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
I know you stole the ship, but people might be in danger and I need your help.
All right. So I jacked a ship. It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger,
but...
okay?
No, true. I do need a little more to that story. That can't be the end of the story. There's more to the story. They were mercenaries who threatened a woman to get off, to get her farm. Those men tried to run a farmer off her land.
That's unfortunate. But I don't know anything about it. Can't say I'm surprised, though. You know how it is out here. The strong take what they want from the weak.
You're real
Yeah,
cold-blooded,
but it didn't make any
aren't you?
sense.
If that woman had
Jalen-
been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
Jalen,
No,
oh,
I guess
never
I
mind.
didn't.
I guess Jalen's getting through to her. There's still time to make things right. Please help me. I could walk you up for the starship theft alone. Enough small talk. Tell me what you know. I mean... I don't like this dialogue. For the record, this is what I want to say. But this uses my persuade skill. And it's going to let me choose additional dialogue, so... Enough small talk. Tell me what you know.
It's not that simple.
Why is it not that simple? You don't seem to understand I need this information now. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important. There's no reason for us to... I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so
I
important.
hear you, but it doesn't change anything.
God damn it. I know you'd like to help me if you could.
I hear you.
This is important. Lives depend on
Hard
it.
to argue with that.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
I give you my word. I don't really understand this part of the dialogue tree. Like, give you my word about what? What deal?
I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago.
Interesting.
Haven't heard from her since.
Facial reconstructive surgery or something like that? I mean, I want to ask this because I feel like the next thread in the investigation is going to be speaking to her. But this is the information I really want. Did Maya say why the First needed the Hope Tech ship? Because I still don't get the connect. Like, they didn't need the Hope Tech ship to threaten that farmer. Like, they're just farmers. That they had guns. They were a military unit. Like,
Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule.
See what operation?
It's
so interesting.
Tends to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's fair. Did she say where she was being treated?
No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know?
What do you know about the men you delivered the ship
Nothing,
to?
really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it.
I had a feeling that would be the answer. Did Marco ever give you his location? Of course
not. So much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Fixer, huh?
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Did anyone in the First give you a way to contact them?
Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me.
That's all I needed. That's all I need for now. I appreciate your cooperation.
Sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free
Thanks,
to go.
Jalen. You've been very helpful. Yeah. If you promise your ship-jacking days are over, then yeah, you're free to know. Yes, but if you so much as look at it, no. You're free.
Oh.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
See, I went into it being like, well, I've started staking this and that. It'd be real weird for me to, like, at the end to be like,
city, am I right?
oh yeah, and stop your ship stealing ways. Like, no, she gave me the information I wanted, answered all my questions. Took a little persuading, but oh wow, so the next step of this quest is to go back to Aquila City and have that slate translated. Or decrypt it. Interesting. Very interesting. I think it's definitely time to get a refresher on what's going on my quest log. So the addition's really fun sounding. I do want to help with this. Oh yeah, this was really interesting also. He got busted trying to smuggle some Aurora out of the city. Oh wait, are there multiple? Yeah, it gave me the names of 2 lieutenants in the first. She also gave me an encrypted slate. It wants me to go to Aquila City, though. For that. After landing on Neon, I encountered a man named Nashar Omani. Right. I kind of, like, left this one hanging also. I volunteered to pose a certain deal with him. He's wearing a cowboy hat. Alright, and for the main story, I have to go back to talk to Barrett. We've got some random bounties and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. Or that. Oh yeah, and for that I had to, like, threaten him or something. This is extremely interesting. Am I the correct level for this yet? It's been a while since I've checked. Yeah, Perime's level 30. I mean, I could do that, and that's so interesting. That's definitely high on my side quest wants. There was another one, I think. Mantis. That's also level 30. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do some side quests now because I'm the right level for some of the ones I was really, like, highly interested in doing. But while we're in Aquila City, I think the addition's a good one to do. And then I think some of my activities are here. But these are annoyingly, like, I don't know where these are or why I want to speak to these people. This might just be a thing where one day I just, like, decide to bang out activities, but I think right now I want to bang out side quests, so I think the one that I'm most interested in is First Contact. Because I don't remember why I flew to Paradiso. I think it was just a random jump I did. And I got contacted by Paradiso security, and they're like, there's this weird ship in orbit, and they were sending, like, weird, like, it sounded like alien talking communications, or weird, like, otherworldly communications, and they wanted me to try and attempt to communicate with the ship. Let's track this. Well, let's do it. Hail the unidentified ship. Yeah. That sounds fun. We'll put a pin in the faction quest. Yeah, the ship looks so cool too. Just in case things get hairy here, let me rebalance my systems a bit. Let me save my game.
Dad, do you think Solomon Coe would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Coe would have given me a good whooping. But I think he would have liked the man I grew into.
Sam and Cora talking just reminded me that
You've got
I should
something for
really
me?
talk to Sarah.
Yeah?
Wow, there's lots of stuff here. So I can ask her opinion on which of the Constellation missions I should pursue first. Do you have anything interesting for me, Sarah?
Yes. Have a look.
Oh, she gave me a seed.
Until later.
Geez, she was sure harassing me about giving me something, and that was kind of boring. Alright, well, I feel like I've wrapped that up. Sorry you're breaking up. Can you try a different channel? Hello, this is Luke Stoppa. I don't think this is working. I'm going to attempt a docking procedure and we can talk on board.
Procedure is complete.
Oh, here goes nothing. Oh, Vasco. Forgot you're still with us. Hey, good day to you. You know, you're supposed to be stationed at my outpost, right?
Alert.
I have a feeling their communications are just broken.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
I agree with the captain. Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed. But we must be ready for anything. Now, eyes and ears sharp.
See, they're just a crew in distress with a broken comms array. Not aliens. How boring.
You're human.
Yeah. No, can't you see I'm actually a weird, scary monster with tentacles? Human. I didn't even know there were other options. I kind of do know there are other options because of the main story, but...
Oh, pardon my ignorance. We just didn't expect to find people out here. We didn't think anyone else left Earth before us.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Oh my god. It's an early colonization ship that was sent from Earth before the disaster. They don't know that there's like tons of human colonies in space yet. It's some sort of generation ship. This is crazy. This is so cool. Man, when I saw that these were just humans, I was like, oh, this is going to be boring. Au contraire. This is so cool and interesting.
If you don't need me anymore, I have a ship to run.
What is this
You've
ship?
come aboard the Earth colony ship Constant. Generations ago, we set forth
I knew
from the
it's a
planet Earth
generation
with the mission
ship.
of colonizing a new habitable world in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
A millennium? They've been at this for 1,000 years? Oh my word. Wait, what? What year is it in the game? It's like 3,500 or something? 3,400? This is so cool. I want to ask them more questions, damn it. I'm here to stop by and I'm here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
They're just humans. Your communications didn't work. Why is that?
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
How did you all survive for 200 years?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Yeah, so maybe they knew about the impending ecological collapse, the loss of Earth's atmosphere, and they were a group that decided that this was the solution. But after they left, there were huge scientific advancements, at least as I understand the lore of this game, that allowed humans to just spread and colonize space in general. But they must have left before the invention of the grav drive, which is why, oh, this is so cool. So you know about the people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Yeah. Incredible, 200 years. How did it take you so long to get here?
Your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Oh, this is so cool. I love this side quest. Oh, I'm so glad I chose to go do this. No, it's not a big ask. I'll help them. I don't know why this is a dialogue option. I mean, I would love to know more. I don't know why I need to get away from the airlock. You know, those others are human beings and they were here first.
Of course. We know that now. Human or not, we were still unable to communicate our intentions. As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then,
she seems
please
like
follow
a really
me.
reasonable...
There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to talk to you more about this.
You may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. for security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
I really like her too.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
So they didn't know about the atmosphere
they're strict for a reason.
dissipating.
The Constant
They were just
is a
like
peaceful
preppers,
ship.
basically.
Don't change that.
So, here we are. Let's talk.
So interesting. So that it's not that they knew about the so they left before
What's it looking like
the scientific community realized that the Earth was
No one
doomed.
else is coming our way.
The original founder of their organization or whatever, started this mission because they saw that any number of different things could lead to humanity's extinction, and just saw the inherent benefit in colonizing.
Never seen a ship like yours
spreading
before.
humanity
Then
among
again,
the
I haven't
stars.
seen any ships before you arrived.
I'm looking through these people's lockers because I feel like there's maybe look, old Earth flip lighter. I'm not gonna steal from them, but
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Fair, that's fair. This is so neat.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Yeah, they never expected to find anything out here. That's why they're so.
About you, but here you are.
You have anything interesting to say about
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship, but security will still be watching you closely.
That's
I
fair.
hope you understand, given we have so little experience with people from the outside. It pays to take security seriously, something I understand much better now than in my youth.
Wow.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it.
How long have you been
I
captain?
think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
I mean, I honestly don't approve of the way the people on the ship decided to handle the passing of power. I'm guessing it's that way for everyone. If your dad was head of security, you would become head of security type of thing. Which is really not the most efficient way to do it. Like she said, she had to take over with very little experience, but everything she said so far leads me to believe that she is the right person for the job. How's your crew holding
A bit
up?
frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
Do you have more to say?
Is it difficult being captain for a colony ship?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Yeah, this is really interesting, like... I really wonder how these people are going to react when they learn that not only are there other humans, and as she's already surmised, that have accomplished faster than light travel and have beat them out here, but there are whole, like, cities and colonies and, you know, millions of humans out here in the expanse, in the Starfield, colonizing planets and doing what they've dreamed about doing for hundreds of years.
Yes. Well...
Yeah, that's the most polite someone's been when telling me to hurry up and say something. Sounds like you could use some help with your situation here.
As I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Yeah, I can be a mediator for you. Yeah, exactly. They sent me here, so... No, that's stupid to say. No, that's stupid to say. I do want to know this. What's wrong? Oh, she already told me though, right? Nothing wrong with it per se, but it's old tech is the problem.
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
Yeah, it kind of did. But yeah, the people in Paradiso want the same. I'll help.
So they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
I mean, I kind of want to say this, but also, like, they don't have grav jumping ability, so, like, it would probably take them years to reach another habitable planet. If you had a claim to this planet, how could others settle here? No, I mean, I don't think they had a real claim to it. They just left Earth before anyone else and figured they wouldn't need to have a claim. I'll try, but diplomacy may require compromise. Very true. I can do it if you tell me what you'd like me to say to them.
Yes. Well...
I can do it, but I can do it if you tell me what you'd like me to say to them.
Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there.
Prima 2's huge. Why not just settle on the other side of it, away from the others?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
I'm kind of annoyed now. I really kind of, man. See, I don't know if this is like an all roads lead to Rome type of thing. Let's take a quick look and see where the autosave would be. So, I think I am going to load this. I know, like, I know there is a camp out there that believes that save scumming like this is just awful. But in an RPG like this, I really want to, like, I want to express myself the way I feel like my character would. And I just don't like the choices I've made. Not only because of the way she responded, but also because well, I guess kind of because of the way she responded, but in hindsight, I wish I'd been more firm about the need for compromise here. Because I'm not going to go down there and be like, yeah, I'll have to F off, you know. I want to start the negotiations off on a good foot, and I feel like that's impossible when what they want is just control of the entire planet. I also feel like I want to ask, I missed that dialogue option for going to another planet. Like, I understand what she's going to say about how long it would take them to get there, but I also kind of like missed some of the dialogue when she was running up the stairs because I wanted to look around, but then she started talking and I had to catch up. Let's just load this autosave. I don't think there's a lot of dialogue I'm going to have to work through to get back to where I was. And I want to get those other dialogue options. I want to see what other possibilities there are with this quest, because I like these people so much.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
I agree
whatever
with the
it is.
Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed.
I like
but
Mabuti.
We must be ready for anything.
And Bomani.
Now, eyes and ears sharp.
You're...
Human, I didn't know that. I'm going to pick mostly the
ignorance.
same dialogue options
We
until we
just
get back
didn't
to where we
expect
were.
to find people out here.
Perhaps we should.
Of course. This is security. And this is Dr. Mabuti.
A pleasure to meet you.
You've come aboard the generations ago. I see. Our ship is finally... Communications haven't been... Perhaps you'd be willing... We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe all we hear when using... Well, the short... It was never intended, though it would... We do. We've also seen the very... Your question. It would seem that would explain... I can only imagine...
Yeah, I definitely want to say
Of course, we know that now. Human or not, we were... As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss.
Alright, yeah, I want to listen to this very carefully.
Dr. DaCosta, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
Just I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on.
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Breckenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. Just because
I mean, it did
he gathered
happen
the best and
eventually.
brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
It really is impressive.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ship.
Alright, there's a lot of dialogue, extra dialogue interrupting me during that, but I'm glad I replayed that because I did want some of that information I sort of missed the first time.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
Alright, so
I
how
think
long
I'm
is the
coming
captain?
because of that. I think some people are
How's your crew
a bit
holding up?
frazzled. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's
See,
no
all
telling
of her
what will come of
dialogue
that.
up until the point
I do know that we can't
chose
afford to
that
stay here in
option
orbit forever.
seemed like
the
she
ship was
really
built to sustain us
reasonable,
for
but
many
then she,
years
like,
with backup
just
provisions
takes
just in
a
case,
hard
but
left and is like,
even that will come to an end
actually, I'm
eventually.
extremely unreasonable. Like, she talks about compromise, reaching a deal, being diplomatic, like, seems like she's on the right path, and then she just takes a crazy left turn.
Our mission was to rebuild human. To think that while there has, but with this stumbling block.
All right,
Well,
here we go.
as I mentioned, but since you're asked, we suspect that our. In all honesty, we even attempted. If anything, it may have. Ah, so they have a name, Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Yeah, see, this is where I sort of went astray. Because this is where she starts to hint that she might be unreasonable about this. Like, a solution that favors you. Like, no, I mean, we can find a solution that everyone can benefit from, hopefully. With this option is what I want to choose. I also want to ask this. I have a feeling she's going to talk about not being able to travel faster than light, about this planet being chosen generations ago as an ideal candidate, about... But I want to hear what she has to say anyway. Why not just find another planet?
Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us.
So this is the perfect place.
Even if
One
we
is
had
called
another
Paradiso.
viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet.
Alright, those are all legitimate, fair reasons. But I did want to hear you say them. I kind of want to ask this, but I don't think they had a claim. I think they just... But now that I know what her attitude's going to be... But I feel like this almost plays into her... I almost want to call it delusion that she has some sort of claim here. I'll try, but diplomacy may require compromise.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such. But initially, I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
Alright. I mean, I feel like we've gotten to a better place. I mean, definitely an all roads lead to Rome scenario. I don't think I was going to be able to, you know...
We thought about it, but it simply
get around
do.
Getting to this point.
I need to think about the distant future of our... Sure, our first settlement may be small. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
I just feel like there's no way they have anything to offer in way of trade for the you know, already established. It's like a casino down here or something, I believe. I really want to say this. I think I will. Are you out of your mind? There's no way they'll go for that.
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm satisfied with that. I'm glad I went back.
Out there.
I know some may criticize me choosing to do that, but oh, this is so cool. I really want to explore the ship because it's so cool to me. Everything here. I really wanted to look and see if there's any like, oh, I can't steal Old Earth jacket. Look at this. They have trees in here. Natural oxygen generation. Carbon recycling.
What is it? If there were animals on Earth, why aren't there any animals here?
Oh. Well, there wasn't enough room on board when our ancestors left Earth. We only had room for people.
What about the new planet? Will there be animals there?
Maybe. We don't know yet for sure. But if there are, they probably look a lot different than the animals we study.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to find out.
This is so cool. It's like a classroom. They got kids in here.
I read something interesting in a book today.
We can go down to the mess hall,
It was about crops back
which
on
is the area I saw below.
Sometimes get overrun with something called insects. These little tiny creatures that eat up all the plants and kill them.
Oh, yeah, insects. We learned about those in our lessons when we were kids, remember?
I don't know where that dialogue is coming from, but it's interesting. They're talking about insects.
Planting our crops.
Ew, I hope not. Let's not think about that.
This is so cool. Cargo bay, medical bay. Engineering.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
That's the attitude. Engineering control computer, yeah. To be used only by or under supervision of a qualified engineer. Access denied. I don't want to say directly that this is an oversight.
I've lived my entire life in
but
a
the
constant.
devs use the same asset
I'm not sure
for
how
this
else to
computer
live.
as with other computers in the game. Even up until the point where it uses the same Starware operating system as like computers elsewhere in the game. And I feel like that doesn't really fit with the vibe they were going for in this place. So I kind of wish they'd had a different asset for that. Access denied. Like, there's no way they'd still be on the same OS and with the same, like, sort of computer systems as other ships because they're theoretically 200 years behind. So this is another way down to the mess hall. I guess I'll go down there.
There's so much more to learn about now.
Yeah. Ornate Startar. I really severely badly want to steal this.
Do you think they eat the same stuff we do?
But I don't want to cause trouble.
I'm not sure.
And to think,
farm,
all
right?
this time, we
Plant
thought we
stuff
were
from the
alone.
ground like we read about?
They've got
Wow.
Unless they're so advanced that they just synthesize everything.
Well, maybe some things, but everything? Oh, that'd be something else, huh?
Sure would. Hey! Then they'd have no more need for
We've had to do our fair share of recycling on the constant. Not exactly a lot of places to get new goods.
I'd rather not.
I see you love it.
Oh!
Me too. Let's get back to it, huh?
Yeah. Don't worry, I don't bite. Hi, I'm here to stop by, and I'm probably the first person from the
Nice to
outside
meet you.
you've met.
And that's true. As you can imagine, everyone kind of just knows each other around here. Meeting new people isn't really a thing for us.
That's really weird. No. Well, you need to get over it because it's about to happen a lot more now. Facts, but no. It's perfectly understandable, honestly.
We've been cooped up together in this ship all our lives. So outside of births, there's literally no way for new people to arrive, you know? Anyway, sorry for freezing up before. I just didn't expect our visitor from the outside to stop by and chat with me. I figured, if anything, you'd be with the captain. I'm Daisuke, the ship's provisions manager. I'm not sure what I can offer you, but if I can help, I will. And if not, I'm happy just to talk.
Where do you get supplies if you've never had contact with anyone?
We manage. I know back on Earth, there used to be stores all over the place. Some that even specialize in specific types of goods, if you can imagine. But here, this is it. We have very limited supplies. Most of our stuff is recycled. Even the food. In a roundabout way, if you know what I mean. It works out for the most part, because it has to.
I do not want to know
You'll sense a
what
running
you mean.
theme with that around here.
So is this some sort of shop?
Not really. Things don't work that way here. It's not a shop like you hear about in the books and movies, or where you're probably from. Almost everything is communal or shared in some way, but sometimes people want a little something extra or special for themselves. So when that happens, they come to me. Mostly, I just keep track of the ship's inventory and help ration the supplies so we don't run out.
That's a very important job.
Take
It was
care.
nice to meet you, man.
So excited I can plot.
Yeah, everything's stealing here. I don't want to steal
We were
from these
never
people. I
trained
really
to
like
address
them.
threats coming from outside our ship.
Besides, they're like ridiculous sense of entitlement.
Stay out of trouble.
I want to check out the residential level. Oh, I guess I'm in the residential level. Alright, I mean,
These are exciting times.
I'm tempted to just wander around because I feel like there's got to be a bunch of cool stuff.
We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
I wonder what else is out there.
I'm hearing bird calls. I wonder if that's like playing over speakers. There's clearly no birds on the ship. The kids are talking about how there's no animals. I'm honestly at this point just trying to proceed with the quest and leave the ship. I'm just not sure. Sort of got myself turned around a bit here. Engineering mess hall, engineering, lift, command bay, medical bay, cargo bay.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Well, then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Alright, so, right, here's the command
We
bay.
were never
so
trained to address threats coming
I must
from
have
outside.
come this way. And then we might have walked by that. I must have come from here. Oh, here, this feels right. This feels really right. Down here, and then
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down
maybe the
troublemakers.
cargo bay is where I came from. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, I really want to talk to...
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
the elder guy.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Wait, what's this?
Just stay out of
BCS
trouble.
Constant. Yeah, I guess that's the name of the ship.
We've got strict rules around here. But they're strict for a reason.
Alright, before I just bail on here, in case there's something really interesting here that I could potentially miss, let's just pop a save on board the ship after talking to everyone and stuff. Let's get back into my ship. Oh, I should have gone straight to the cockpit. I don't know why.
How may I serve?
Added an extra step
Can
to
I help?
this. Anything new to say, Cora?
Bye.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Well, this is actually quite the adventure. This is so... I love this side quest. Big time. I'm a big fan. I feel like I've been missing out. Just like
We're loose.
I'm so torn because like a lot of the time I feel like I haven't done anything as far as like the main faction quests or
Sure,
the main
sweet
story
pea.
quests.
Yo, man, could always use
But
a
like,
laugh.
Bethesda does such a good job with their
higher than a
side quests.
skyscraper
They're
in New
sometimes
Atlantis?
even more interesting.
I don't know. Who?
And this definitely falls in that camp of like, I'm immediately way more interested in doing this than anything else. I'm hooked. I'm hooked right in.
Hello, and welcome back, Mr. Tofik. I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any
Right, yeah,
assistance
it's a resort. The Paradisa Resort. I don't think there's anything else here besides that. They've got their own private security. I mean, it's just a resort. It's just a business, really. Like, I don't know why they can't share the planet with this business. It would be mutually beneficial for them to.
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
So I really badly want to keep playing this, but I'm almost at 3 hours of playtime at this point. And I don't want to break YouTube trying to upload a 3 hour long episode or break Twitch trying to download a 3 hour long episode. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to remember how to get back to the security officer. I'm failing miserably at that right now. Oh, maybe I actually don't need to talk to the security officer that sent me here, but rather I need to go into the Paradiso and talk to management.
I'm just glad I don't work on the luxury cruisers that bring people here.
Yeah, at this point, I guess I need to negotiate with... I haven't actually been in here yet. So, I mean, now since I can see now is bringing me in here, I think I am going to have to call it quits here for now. Because there's probably a lot to see and do inside here. And I'm going to go way, way, way over the 3 hour mark if I keep playing. So I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you, anyone who's watching this. I appreciate you, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day.